Behind the grand walls of Buckingham Palace, where centuries-old traditions dance through the very air, and portraits of ancestors gaze silently from gilded frames, a new kind of storm is quietly gathering. Unlike the external turmoil of political strife or royal scandals, this tempest is born from within, a deeply personal reckoning that threatens to shake the very foundation of the monarchy. King Charles III, a man whose life has been lived under the constant scrutiny of the public eye, is reportedly going through a moment of profound reflection. Though the weight of the crown remains firmly upon his head, it is the weight of regret, born from the decisions of his past, that now threatens to overshadow his every move. The monarch, revered and criticized in equal measure, has always been a figure of complexity, but sources close to the royal family suggest that, in the privacy of his most intimate moments, Charles has admitted something shocking. For decades, royal watchers and the public alike have speculated on the regrets and sorrows that might haunt King Charles, from the disintegration of his first marriage to Princess Diana, to his long-standing relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. His choices have reverberated through the annals of history, not only shaping his own destiny, but also the very course of the monarchy. And now, in a dramatic turn, royal insiders claim that Charles is finally coming to terms with the consequences of those choices, acknowledging truths that could change everything we thought we knew about him. What has triggered this new, unexpected moment of introspection? Is it the overwhelming pressure of leading a monarchy at a time of growing public disillusionment? Or could it be something far more personal, an acknowledgement of mistakes that can never be undone, yet must be faced nonetheless? If these reports are accurate, this quiet confession could rewrite the future of the royal family, but the bigger question remains, what exactly is King Charles admitting to? And why is he choosing to confront it now, at this pivotal moment in history? The weight of royal legacy, a king's reflection on the past. For the world, the marriage of Prince Charles to Lady Diana Spencer was an event of unparalleled splendor, a dazzling fairytale come to life before the eyes of millions. The grandeur of the wedding, the elaborate ceremony, and the public celebration seemed to promise a perfect union between the young prince and the beloved princess. But behind the dazzling images, behind the fairytale smiles and endless photo ops, the truth was far more complex. The marriage, though celebrated, was fraught with tension, secrets, and deep emotional wounds. Diana, adored by millions across the globe, became a beacon of compassion, grace, and vulnerability, the people's princess, whose every step was watched with eager eyes. Yet her marriage to Charles was never the fairytale it seemed. The pressures of royal life, the constant scrutiny of their every move, and most notably, the emotional burden of a marriage that insiders suggest was never built on love, left deep scars. As the years passed, the public grew aware of the growing rift between the royal couple, yet it was not just the pressure of public life that caused the strain. Prince Charles found himself torn between his royal duty, his destiny as the future king, and his heart, which continued to beat for someone other than his wife. The growing bond between Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles, a woman who understood him in ways Diana could not, only fueled the tension. Diana, ever the devoted wife, publicly admitted the troubles in her marriage, famously stating, "There were three of us in this marriage." The public's sympathy shifted entirely toward Diana, painting Charles as the villain in a tragic love story. The media frenzy that followed only deepened the fracture, as the once beloved prince became the subject of relentless tabloid attacks. Now, as King Charles reflects on the long journey that brought him to this moment, reports claim that he has privately admitted his regrets, admitting that he could have tried harder to make his marriage work. Could it be that time has altered his perspective on his marriage to Diana? Has he come to realize that, despite everything that transpired, there was something precious he lost? Prince Philip's stern warnings, the father who saw the storm coming. Before the world ever witnessed the unraveling of Charles and Diana's marriage, there was one person who saw the signs clearly, Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh, whose sharp mind and no-nonsense approach to royal duty had earned him a reputation for blunt honesty. Known for his strong opinions and deep sense of duty to the monarchy, Philip was not one to shy away from offering his advice, even when it came to his own family. Private letters between Philip and Diana, unearthed after her tragic death, revealed the Duke's sympathy for her struggles, despite his own unshakable belief in royal duty. But perhaps even more revealing were the letters he allegedly wrote to Charles, warning him of the consequences of his actions, particularly concerning his attachment to Camilla. Philip, ever the pragmatist, reportedly feared that Charles's emotional ties to Camilla would not only jeopardize his marriage, but also destabilize the monarchy itself. At the time, Charles may have dismissed these warnings, not fully grasping the gravity of his father's words. But now, insiders claim, as Charles faces the full weight of his choices, he looks back on his father's advice with a newfound understanding. The realization that his father's warnings were not just stern reprimands, but prescient predictions of the storm that would tear through the royal family, is reportedly dawning on the king. Did Charles misjudge the long-term impact of his decisions? And does he now see that his father's foresight was not simply rooted in royal duty, but in a deep understanding of the fragility of the monarchy itself? Camilla's influence, a double-edged sword. In recent years, Camilla has risen from the shadows of scandal to a position of undeniable power. Now, as queen consort, her role is more significant than ever before. But for all her loyalty and support of Charles, her presence is not without controversy. Some royal insiders claim that her influence in royal affairs, particularly concerning decisions about the future of the monarchy and the relationships within the royal family, may be contributing to the widening gaps between the king and his sons. Prince Harry, who has been vocal about his feelings toward Camilla, has accused her of manipulating public opinion to paint herself in a more favorable light, to the detriment of his own relationship with the royal family. His words, though harsh, reflect a growing unease about the queen consort's influence on the royal dynamics. But it is Prince William, the future king, whose feelings about Camilla's role in the monarchy remain more reserved but deeply complex. As the next in line to the throne, William's thoughts on Camilla's influence could have profound implications for the future of the monarchy. Does he see her as an ally, or does he view her as a symbol of the fractures that continue to divide his family? In this fractured royal landscape, one question lingers: could Camilla's presence, no matter how loyal, ultimately be doing more harm than good? The future of the monarchy: can Charles heal the rift? The British monarchy has endured its fair share of trials throughout history, from political upheavals to wartime crises. Yet under King Charles's reign, the challenges it faces are far more personal. The very future of the institution now rests on the healing of old wounds and the ability to navigate a complex web of family relationships, public perception, and royal duty. As the monarchy grapples with the changing landscape of modern society, King Charles finds himself at a crossroads. The public's faith in the royal family, especially among younger generations, has begun to wane. The monarchy, once seen as an untouchable institution, is increasingly questioned. In the wake of Prince Harry's revelations and the ongoing media scrutiny, the monarchy's future hangs in the balance. But the most pressing question is this: can King Charles repair the damage of the past? Can he heal the rift with his sons and restore the public's faith in the monarchy? Or will his past mistakes cast a shadow too long for even a king to overcome? Charles's reign is a critical turning point in the history of the monarchy. Will he be the king who preserves the royal legacy, or the one whose mistakes rewrite it forever? As he reflects on his past, one thing is certain: the future of the British monarchy depends on the choices he makes in this moment. What do you think? Has King Charles finally realized the true cost of his decisions? Can he heal the rift in his family and secure the future of the monarchy? Or is it too late? We would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to follow for more insider revelations about the royal family's secrets, as we continue to uncover the truth behind the palace walls.